Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up. The 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Garindo. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one finds Hyatt. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 3rd and 9 here. Now back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's Milton now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 67 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Guerrero on first down. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
27 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
That is caught downfield by Harrison. Touchdown, Cowboys! Marvin Harrison Jr., 44 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try the middle with Gurindo. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 10. Milton. That ball caught by Harrison. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Escaping the pressure right. Completed to Hyatt. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And bulldozing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. We know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That is caught by William. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now Milton. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Still be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Taken in left side. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And running with power here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. Throwing is Milton. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Looking to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
To throw, it's Milton. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
To throw is Milton. Drops it to Blue, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Milton. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 15. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep level, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Milton now to throw. That is caught downfield by Harrison. Touchdown, Cowboys! Marvin Harrison Jr., 48 yards. And the Cowboys are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd and 2. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team...
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Milton.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Now Milton.
It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.